Hi everybody and welcome back to Raven on PlayStation 3. Well, it's a PlayStation 3 playing it on the PlayStation 4 and Jesus Christ. Sorry about that. Awkward camera. Because I had to mute something that I just recognized it was on my PlayStation game on the PlayStation because it's plastic and I don't want that to basically what's the word, melt, because plastic melts if it's like too hot, and I didn't want to do that because then that will probably break my PlayStation or one of them. So sorry for the awkward camera position. So yeah. Anyway, let's get it into this episode. So, if you guys basically remember that I basically found somebody's purse, and yeah, and I read the newspaper, and this is where I left off in the last video. Sorry for the noise in the background, that's my wash machine still going on. And yeah.
I got Professor Lucien into his compartment using a pair of pliers.
Did you notice anything inside the compartment?
The window was open. Someone could have climbed out.
And the professor?
Acted suspiciously. He rummaged around in his leather bag, and he seemed to have found what he was searching for.
Good work.
Now, perhaps you could give me some information.
Okay, here's a cutscene.
Alright. We should...
What? The light's gone out. Flashlights!
Get off me!
There, sir. An envelope.
My dear Nico, you should take a closer look at the box.
What the dickens? It's away with it!
It's a bomb!
Is everyone all right? Are you hurt? Quick thinking. Well done, Zelda.
I think the tunnel collapsed.
Then he's trapped. Hurry, we have to lock the second exit.
Sir, there's a fire up ahead. The engine's burning.
It's a distraction. Hurry, block the exit.
But sir...
The fire will consume all the oxygen.
He's right, Inspector. A fire in a narrow tunnel is extremely dangerous.
Merde. Go to the front of the train, find the engineer, and tell him to move the train out of the tunnel.
Yes, sir.
Are you ready? You have to uncouple the freight car. You understand?
I understand.
I'll see to the passengers. They should all wait in the tunnel. We'll check each one in turn as they go out.
Let's get to it. Inspector's trap failed. The thief must have got wind of it. Worse than that, he turned the tables. To win a game of cat and mouse, you have to know who is the cat and who is the mouse. It's still quite warm, too warped to open. Hello?
But it says try open the back door. Which place?
The tunnel may very well have collapsed. It's difficult to see much because of the darkness and dust, but something certainly crushed the rear of the freight car. The wheels came off the track during the explosion. Even if it were possible to pull the car out of the rubble, you wouldn't get far with it.
Right.
My God, what a fire. I hope Constable Oliver can at least reach the engine. Champagne, the finest. Maybe we'll open a bottle if we get out of the tunnel alive. Until then, though, it's no use to me. Whiskey, scotch, rum, liqueurs. Enough to entertain everyone on the train all the way from Paris to Istanbul. High-proof rum. Could be useful. A lot was damaged by the sudden stop, but the bowl was thick enough to survive the fall.
Right, now.
Oh, pardon me. I did not mean to scare you.
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here, Doctor?
Legrand asked me to check whether there are any passengers left on the train.
Really? No one is here, except for me and you.
Excellent. Then I will continue searching at the front.
Did you see something?
Did anyone act suspiciously before the explosion? Did anyone leave their seat, for example?
I was the only one on the train who wasn't seated when the freight car exploded. Thank God. Otherwise, I would have been caught by the blast as well.
You certainly were lucky.
Perhaps I was. What happened over there? The inspector said something about gas canisters that exploded.
It was a bomb.
He didn't want to scare you. The truth is, it was a bomb meant to kill him and the Bobby.
My God. An attack? But who would...
The investigations are ongoing, but first we have to get the burning train out of the tunnel.
Oh, of course.
What about the passengers?
How are the passengers?
They are in a state of shock, of course. The blackout and the sudden stop were frightening enough, but then the explosion... The dust. Everyone rushed for the exits. I was helping the American woman bring Lady Westmacott to safety. They are waiting outside in the tunnel. One entrance is blocked by a fire, and the other one seems to have collapsed.
Continue to search the train. I'll decouple the buried freight car.
All right.
Doctor, can you give me a few matches?
Oh, certainly.
Thanks. I'll meet you outside.
Do hurry.
A fine, but rather heavy curtain. The surface shimmers and feels smooth. Probably doesn't burn easily, like the tablecloths. Safety regulations require it, which, given the present situation, is actually a good thing. I don't see Legrand or the constable, but I can make out the silhouettes of some of the passengers. They seem to be unscathed. All the same, the fire is getting bigger, and I don't have much time. The chair either fell over thanks to the sudden stop, or an escaping passenger knocked it over. Wanting to get off the train as quickly as possible after a sudden stop and a massive tremor, that's understandable. I noticed the extinguisher earlier. Doesn't match the decor. I suppose that the railway company had to comply with safety regulations at the cost of aesthetics. It's not bothering me. I'll leave it there. It'd be useless against the fire out there, and it's too cumbersome to carry around. At best, I can use it here. All right, let's go.
Right, so this bit is what I'm completely stuck. Got basically stuck, so...
That should do it. Can't really say the fabric was eager to soak up the rum. I, on the other hand, soaked up enough in my fingers to smell like a drunk. Rum from Austria, believe it or not. I expect the rum. The last of the... The last of the candy has vanished. Measured against the explosion.
Okay, and... Wait, did that work?
The alcohol burns with a dim blue flame. It doesn't shed enough light and will probably burn out in a few seconds. Won't solve my lack of light. I'll have to try something else. I'm sure I could uncouple the car if I only had enough. Okay, I'll smear some grease on the curtain.
Right.
The grease from...
So now I got that. Alright, so what was it? Wrap the oil curtain around the chair leg. Pour the rum into the bowl.
I filled the bowl about strong stuff. Just as I expected, the alcohol burns with an almost invisible flame. I'm the god of fire.
And voila, we are now able to see what I'm doing.
That's better now. A lever on a pressure sleeve running along a thread. Aha! I can uncouple it with this lever. Okay. There we go. Time to get out of here.
Listen, everybody. Listen. Robert, what's the situation?
Yeah, couldn't find the engineer, so I got in the driver's cab myself and released the brake.
All right. Good job. You too. Listen, please.
Matty, where's Matt? Where's
Matt?
my son?
Relax, madam. I'm sure I...
It's on the train!
Matty!
Ah.
Where are you?
Oh.
Alright. I will save it here, guys, so yeah. If you guys had enjoyed this episode of The Raven, so what have we learned in this episode? We have learned that there's been a trapped. Technically, the person that's trying to steal stuff has outsmarted us because we tried to trap him, but in the end, he trapped us. So, anyway guys, if you guys had enjoyed this, please like, comment, and subscribe. And in the next episode, we are going to find our little boy, Matty Boy.